Hey, everybody, it's your favorite girl. I'm back again on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday afternoon. So, it's a smoker out there, too, by the way. Philly's in like a heat wave, so it's all a part of it. All comes with summer, closing out of summer. You know how it starts to, get cool, then it goes back to just being extremely hot out of nowhere. We get like this blast of heat. Yeah. So, I know I remember on Tuesday, we talked about trunk parties and stuff like that. And again, thank you guys for your feedback. It was definitely very good input, very, very good input. And everybody's going to see stuff different. It is. And guess what? Let me just say, feel free to keep doing whatever you're doing as parents. If that's what you feel comfortable with, that is, according to your conviction of whatever you choose to do concerning your child. Nobody's not trying to tell anybody how to raise their child because we get real super sensitive when it comes to our children. Can't nobody tell you nothing, but it doesn't mean what they're saying is not true. And like I said, just because we don't like something doesn't mean it's not the truth. So get out your feelings, and be grateful that people love you enough to be able to share. So it's just sharing a wealth of information. It really is. But I say, hey, float on, as they say, float on. Oh, goodness gracious, Lord, I thank you. But anyway, I want to talk about Trump parties. Trump parties. Now, let me just say, I have yet to be invited to a Trump party that was unorganized. I have never. Excuse me. And I remember being invited to Trump parties when my kids were yet still in school. So I've heard people give like some horror stories of Trump parties, but for the most part, for the ones that I've been invited to, they were always like very well thought out and put together. And I remember when it was finally my turn to plan a Trump party for my youngest son. He went away to college and attended Rosemont College. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I remember I could feel myself getting emotionally like overwhelmed and just like frustrated, not in a negative way, but it was just like, oh my God, like it's time to plan it. And I didn't wait to the last minute. I didn't. Anybody that know me, I hate last minute stuff. I really do. And I can procrastinate. Trust me when I tell you, I can. Is that a good thing? No. But again, like I said, I could tell on myself about myself. Who better to tell it than me? Hey. But anyway, and I remember going over to my aunt's house, and my cousin Kim, she sat with me and we set up his registry. He had a Walmart registry, and I'm telling you, like she really helped me. Like we sat down and we mapped out, and I remember Rosemont giving a list of all of the things like he would need for like his dorm room and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I was just like, sheesh. So what I did for his trunk party. My neighbor that lived next door to me, Mr. John, God rest and bless his soul. He's gone now, y'all. I miss such a beautiful family. Always got our back, always there. But he actually was like the block captain. And I remember asking him, I said, Mr. John, I said, when will we have our annual block party this year? And he was like, we could do it in August. He said, but you tell me when. He said, you got something in mind? And I said, yes. I said, well, I was thinking of if it could be thrown on this date. I said, to celebrate my son's trunk party. I said, I want to do a cookout. And I said, what better way to do it than have the street blocked off and everybody outside on the block can cook out, invite their family members. And then I'll have my family and friends come, to help celebrate my son. And he said, you know what? He said, that's a good idea. He said, all right, I got you. And guess what? He did. See, I love men and women of their word. When you are a man or woman of your word, listen, you got a soldier right here for life. But when you inconsistent and you just child, please. Anyway, so we did that. And I got invitations out and everything like that. And I'm telling you, like, my living room and dining room, it was a storage. It was storage. It was all of his stuff. When I tell you God blessed him tremendously, he didn't want for anything. He did not want for anything. And then the church that we were attending from when they were younger, we were still members at that time, they did something for him that following Sunday. And he got money and gift cards again. I'm telling you, this boy had so many gift cards. He finally ended up using the last of his gift cards probably in his junior year of college. And that's no lie. That's how he had teachers, the assistant dean from his school that came, like, when I tell you, it was such an outpour of love. And that's why my grandmother, Lala Mae Cobia June, I'm telling you, that's my girl. Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell me about my girl. God bless and rest her soul. That's my mother's mother. She said it pays to be good to people. And my aunt would say the same thing. My aunt Diane, we call her Annie, but they would say it pays to be good to people. So his friends came, and then my friends came, and a lot of our family, we had family from out of town that came. That surprised us, by the way. That was happening the budgeting with Bonnie and her husband. Yes, honey, yes. But I'm just saying, like, God truly, 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 truly blessed my child. When I tell you my seed is blessed, my seed, when I say my seed, it includes my both of my sons, my grandson. We're blessed. We're blessed. My husband, we're blessed. He married to me. Look, we blessed. What? What? Did you child, please? What? Anyway, um, and that's me boasting. That's not me bragging. That's me boasting. And how good Abba Father has been to his daughter. So I don't have, anything really negative to say, but I have heard horror stories about trunk parties. And let me just say, when I hosted my son's trunk party, I made sure I provided for the guest. And when I say I provided, it was a cookout. So somebody did the grill, but all of the meats, those plastic totes that you get from Walmart, and it has like the flaps, like you can open the flaps up or close it, and it's the clear bends. Do you not know I had cases of chicken in there that I had cleaned, pulled the fat off, seasoned, and set it in there, and then pulled the racks out of my refrigerator and set it in there to keep it cold until that next day for the cookout? When I tell you my hands, I'm surprised I don't have carpal tunnel, because I'm telling you. So we had chicken, we had sausages, we had hamburgers, hot dogs. Listen, all kind of salads, sodas, waters, juices. People bought their drinks, but that was their thing. That wasn't money. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But anyway, and then we had the cake. His sister, my son, they have their older sister. She bought his cake, and it was a beautiful cake, and it had Rosemont College and the Rosemont mascot on there. Congratulations, Tom. It was so nice. When I tell you the event was full of love, it was just full of love. It reminded me of my wedding. Not my wedding, our wedding. Because he'll say, oh, just you. No, our wedding. When I tell you God couldn't have put together an event better than what he did that. So I'm saying, like, you have to really invest in the people that you surround yourselves with. You have to know who your circle is. You have to know those people that will not hesitate to support you and do right by you as you do right by them. I'm telling you, I provided everything. People ate, they danced in the street, it was so amazing. It was so amazing. My house was packed, crowded, packed. It was so many people. His friends, they came, and it was something because I had said to him, I said the trunk parties that we will be going, that they're having, are the ones that supported you. I said, people who didn't support you, we're not going. I said, because it's no longer going to be that whole thing of we support everybody, but then you got to look for people that, no, no, no. And we did just that. And we blessed them in return, like their families blessed my son. But that's how you do things. And one of the women I know, she says she went to a Trump party recently and it didn't turn out that great. I believe it turned out good, but it was the extra that went with it. So apparently, she wanted people to bring a dish and bring a gift, and then got mad and went on social media and began to start talking about the people who came like a dog. Oh, y'all packed plates and ate up all my food and all that. Let me tell you something. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Like I said, all the Trump parties I've attended, they got, thank you, Lord, that they were well thought out, put together, and the environment and the atmosphere was nice. It was conducive to showing love and a warm welcome and all of that. And my thing is, if you're hosting a Trump party, you're not asking every guest that come to bring food and a gift. And then you want to, no, that's not how we do stuff. You don't do stuff like that. That's not what's up. If you're hosting something, then you're responsible for feeding the guests that come with the gift to bless your child or whatever. So she was pretty turned off by that. And I can imagine I would have been too, because where do we do that at? And then don't get me wrong, some of my relatives did make a dish. They did. Or whatever. They was like, but this is the thing. They said, what do you need us to bring? That's how we do stuff. Remember, I just said previously with the outside etiquette and all of that? If you're going to be invited somewhere to go to somebody's house or whatever, always offer, what can I bring? And even if you don't have the money to bring food or whatever, offer your time. They will appreciate that. Listen, I don't have anything, but I can come help set up and I help clean up. Let me tell you something, that goes a long way. I have a cousin, and I'm not going to mention his name, but he never brings anything. So I'm not lying. Like, I had to stop invite but what I will say, if you tell him you come, not you and the whole crew, because he's done that before and I had to get him because it wasn't right. Remember, we talking about etiquette. Got to do things right. But I had to get him because he came and he brought like 4 teenagers with him. I don't know these kids. Then they out in the yard kissing and kissing. No, 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 no. We don't do that. No, no, no. But I'm saying that to say, if he will help you set up and he will help you clean up. So that's him earning his keep. Yeah, you can eat and drink whatever you want. But he gave his time in exchange for. So sometimes you got to know how to barter. What is bartering? Bartering is an exchange, one thing for another, goods and services. Your time is a service. So that's all your girl got for ya. Got for ya. Got for ya. I feel like the older I get, I don't know how to dance, so I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Wait a minute. Anyway, I like to have fun and have a good time. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Trunk parties at its finest. Now, I'm sure there are other trunk parties that did not go over well, but it's cool. This your favorite girl reporting to you live on this Thursday. Vocal with AJ Reese is who your favorite girl. That's right, you heard it here first. Don't forget, click like, share, and subscribe. And I thank you to all of my subscribers. I love you guys. God bless you. Thank you for your input. Lord willing, what? I see you win, what? On Thursday. Bye.